How to stay efficient upon our path to success. One thing is simplifying anything, right? It goes down to the math. You mathematic king, you feel me? And you know what you're talking about, right? I'm good at math, and you know that math can get very complicated very quickly, just like that. Once the letters get involved, bruh, solve for x, the y, y squared. Don't forget the c squared, and then you have to correlate it to mx plus b, and then you have to change it into standard form. But that's just xy. I don't even remember the correlation. And then you have to add fractions, and then division, and then multiplication. And don't forget the whole entirety of PEMDAS. All right, move on. We're talking way too much. But anyways, simplify. Simplifying things that you have to do helps with efficiency. So one thing that I do overall is I create a list, a big list of things I need to do overall, whether it's tomorrow, today, the week ahead, the month in itself, or just the year or future goals in itself. I write it down. And then with the writing that down, what I've learned from other people of the success, who have success, is writing it down in a good to-do list form per day, giving yourself a task or multiple tasks throughout the week to do. But typically, in terms of what I've heard and what I've read, you want to do 50 tasks written down for 1 week. Now, just looking ahead, it can come off as a lot in terms of 50 tasks in 1 week. But what we do is simplify even more to where we write 3 tasks per day and try to get those 3 tasks done per day, no matter what you have to do, whether that be work, school, spending time with family, sleep, exercise, and so forth. Regardless, 3 tasks per day. And with that, it allows you to feel more confident in yourself, and as the topic of today, allows you to be more efficient. Because the more confident that you feel within yourself and your ability to do things, especially a day, I would say for anybody starting out, 3 things a day. Whoa, hold on. Bring it back now, y'all. I said just do 1 task. Try to have 1 big task for the day. One thing that I try to do in terms of daily, I've been slacking, but I do it, is my brain games. Right? I can make it a task just for 1 week, and the entirety of like 52 or 53 weeks, I believe, is just get consistent. Do your brain games every single day. Now, taking it back, if I was to say in another way, right? It's just like you tell me how better does it sound.
Okay.
Yo, E, I need you to do your brain games 365 times overall. Hold on, cuzzo. Hold on, cuzzo. You're telling me I need to do this 365 times?
Please.
I'm a procrastinator. We don't do that right here. I'll do all of it at the end of the year. But nah, just hearing that 365 times versus can you do this one thing for me every day? Or you have that ability to do one thing for me every day. Just one thing every day. One thing every day. You got me. You got me intrigued, sir. You got me intrigued. Efficiency comes with simplification. You simplify something, simplify anything that you want to do or anything you're going to do. It becomes easier for you to be efficient and accurate in what you do. And then I bringing up that word consistency a lot. Let's talk about it. Consistency correlates with efficiency just as much because you're staying consistent on what you're doing. Like, it helps you greatly in terms of your success path. Right? Everybody has a different success path and different correlation of what success is in our eyes. But number one thing is that we all have similarities in what we can do to get to our success. So one thing is consistency. I'm probably going to say it again and again. Like, Waking up at a certain time is consistency. Brushing your teeth day and night, or just every day, consistency. Eating regularly, eating every day. I know you don't do that. I know you don't do that, bro. Chill out, cause of gym. But eating regularly or exercise, you know what I'm saying? These are minor steps that help you into being efficient in the big things that lead to your overall success in your eyes. So it's like, if you can't even clean your room or having a clean room, what's going on here? How do you expect to be this big and better person of yourself if you can't even do simple things consistently that you need, such as a clean room? Which leads me now to my next point in terms of your environment. Many people don't understand just how important your environment is to your success, especially in you being efficient in your success. Now, I brought up cleaning your room. If you don't have a clean room, is that gonna embrace the better you or lessen the better you? You let me know. Because me personally, it hinders me. Even though I am a couch potato sometimes, it hinders me having non-clean space. Because if I don't have a clean space, then it's like, well, shit, let me just relax. I can't do that. You can't do that. You feel me? Alright. Other than that, it correlates. Well, let me bring it back. Many people come up with excuses in terms of, I can't have a clean room. I share this room with da-da-da-da. But alright, I'm gonna bring up this clip. Boop.
Thanks, Granddad. Granddad, what do you do when you can't do nothing, but there's nothing you can do?
You do what you can.
So, you see in that clip, what do you have the ability to do? Control what you can in your hand. I came up, I didn't have a single room. I did not have my room to myself till I was 18. Yup, 18. I may have had little vacations for a short time, like 2 months, having my room to myself. I didn't have a room to myself till 18. So be happy with what you got if you have your own room. But I'm going to bring it back. One thing that I failed to do younger that I'm fixing up now is you have the ability to control what you can in your hand. I've talked to individuals prior, right? Shout out to JP, Jordan Peterson, about them talking about this situation, da-da-da. So it's a flip situation, effed up, for real, for real. And like, I can't do much for you, but provide information and ask you questions to helping you find what you need to do in your situation. And the question I generally bring up is, do you have a clean room? And relatively is like, it throws people off, you feel me? Like, what are you talking about? Like, but they answer the question, because I always ask questions in a weird way, and then I get to the point. And they're like, yeah, relatively. Then I'm like, is there anything that you can do in your room to change it to help you be more efficient, right? And then they tell me no. And I'm dumbfounded, because individuals that have their own space, you have the ability to set it up how you set it up, right? It's your muse cage. Shout out to Kobe. Muse cage.
What's a muse cage?
A muse cage is a room decorated with any and everything that inspires you. When you're in your muse cage, you are surrounded by musings that keep you focused and motivated.
Oh.
It's literally what sets you up. It prepares you for the day. Not many people have that ability to have an entire space to themselves. But even if you don't have an entire space to yourself, you have maybe a little bit of space of a room or even a bed or even a wall to look at, to set it up in a way for you to be ready for the world. Like, whatever. So I'm just focusing in terms of room, but let me just bring it back around to environment as an entirety. In your environment, Having a clean room helps you so much because it prepares you for the day ahead and the future to come. Besides that, you are a product of your environment. So that correlates with who you surround yourself with. So that's friends, family, definitely. And at me if anything, you can cut off family. At me. So that's friends, family, co-workers, job place, school place. Like, it really does. The people around you, the area you live in, even if you can't change it, it really does affect you. Like the clip. Even in stuff that you can't control you. It's your life. You control your hands, your thought process, right? It may have been influenced, but you control it overall. So focus on what you can change. And in terms of what you can change, it can't change, it correlates with me to my next point. Asking for help. How does that correlate? When you're in an environment, a better environment, whether bad or worse, it influences you, hinders your efficiency, or even greatly improves your efficiency because you're surrounded by people around you. I'm sorry, just bring it back real quick. In terms of judgment along your friends, families, and so forth and so on, if you have any siblings younger or above or whatever that you hold highly, just think about, like, friends, for example. Would you ever let your friends be in correlation or relationship wise with your little ones, boy or girl, whatever? Just say hypothetically, you have a little sister. Would you let your mans, as in your friends, be in a relationship with your little sis? Would you let yourself be in a relationship? Hypothetically, okay? You know what I'm saying, Tish? You know what I'm saying, Tish? Yeah. Hypothetically. So that correlates me to my next point. The next point is asking for help, which correlates with your judgment. Even if you feel as if your judgment isn't high scale, what you can do is ask for help. And in asking for help, you have to swallow your pride. You can't swallow your pride and get the on. Get the off this video on some real. This is for successful. For those who want to be successful within their own right. If you can't swallow your pride, get the out of here on some real. Don't be with me. Don't be friends with me. Yo, don't even, like, reset. Like, I don't know what you gotta do, but reset yourself. Real talk, field talk. Which connects me to my next point. Resetting yourself. And yes, all of this is still correlated with efficiency in terms of getting to where you want to be. Resetting yourself in terms of image. That goes with how you view yourself, from internally and externally, literally. Number one thing that I find upon my success journey, in terms of just learning from other successful people, is really all a mental game. It's like there's simple things like waking up, going to the mirror, and telling yourself that you're going to be great. Simple stuff like that really goes a long way. There's simple stuff that you do in terms of your self-image, internally and externally, that helps you become more efficient. Because it really goes with that confidence and more comfortability within yourself. Because right now, are you where you want to be at? Me? Hell, no. How are we going to get there? Rebranding, re-imaging, resetting what we have to do, how we view ourselves. That kid from yesterday to today is not the same person. That kid from 5 minutes ago to right now is not the same person. And that goes with learning and listening to yourself. But the number one thing you can take from image, and you should know this, is like when you look clean, when you look dapper. If you dressing up for church, you dressing up for prom, dressing up for a fancy date, you feeling dapper. Personally, I feel dapper. You know what I mean? You know, like when I got that suit on, hold on. Hide your mama. She coming after me. On me. Anyways, or even you just think, like, in terms of office spaces, they really have this business casual, and you know what business appearance is, and they say that they do that in terms of you imaging yourself or changing your image to understanding this is work mode. This is for you to be efficient. But that's what I'm saying. In terms of image, it just helps you with your confidence. And your confidence overall, it just helps you stay efficient or be efficient as an entire team. But I just want to go back to the ask for help point. Books. Help. A lot. There's a bunch of books out here. I wish I was really an avid reader. I'm trying to come to that. Well, mom don't even read like that. You know what I mean? Get on it. I don't give what you doing. Get on it. Audiobooks. Put a YouTube freaking podcast of some dude reading. I don't care. Taking the knowledge, surround yourself with the knowledge. Surround yourself with it. It helps you just hearing it even there and there. Or just actually dissecting the knowledge in complete entirety, 100% attention goes levels, man. Levels. But I'll just end it off on this. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert T. Kiyosaki. Those are 3 fundamental books that I know for a fact that you'll hear it on multiple accounts. If you actually go looking, searching for successful people who've built wealth, not to be rich, but built wealth, to tell you those are the great stepping stones. I'm gonna have links down below in terms of connecting to those books or just connecting to about other stuff that may help you in terms of your success, like planner, notebook, pen, pencil, clothes. I didn't say this earlier, but mentors and coaches. If I didn't, I can't recall. My memory's kind of. But mentors and coaches go far. I would love to hear your thoughts in terms of what I've said that does add to efficiency, doesn't, or even just add to my points for more people, such as myself. Please, in the comments, give me something. You feel me? Pause. Tell me if this point was good. Tell me if this was bad. Tell me if this was terrible. Tell me if this was off by a mile. Let me know. You feel me? Let me know. Because I'm always looking to improve myself on the up and up. So I would love to hear it. But on that note, go do what you gotta do. Oh, deuces.